Well, hello everybody, BugEater64 here, and today we're going to be flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Kind of figured you noticed that, but we're going to be flying the TFDi MD-11, and we're going to be doing a FSAirlines flight. We're going to be going from Dallas-Fort Worth out to San Francisco, California, and we're going to be carrying passengers and cargo, and we're going to be making a little bit of money for our FSAirlines virtual company. So with that, let's get inside the aircraft, let's get inside the cockpit, let's go through all the startup for this thing, and hopefully this goes as well as our original test flight did. So with that, I'll catch you inside the aircraft, and we'll see how things go. Let's get in. Alrighty, well, here we are at the aircraft at Dallas-Fort Worth. We're going to be taking off from 17C, 17 Charlie, and that particular runway is, see, this airport says that there's a way around that. 17 Charlie's over here. So what we're going to have to do is go look at a chart and see the best way to get there. But yeah, 17 Charlie is right here, and we're going to go right out this way. So with that, so hopefully everything will work right, because this is FSAirlines Flight. So I'm going to be carrying 334 passengers and about 39,000 pounds of packages, some of them being priority, and we're going to take them from Dallas-Fort Worth to San Francisco. So with that being said, let's get inside the cockpit. Okay, so let's get some power to the aircraft. Okay, we'll turn the nav lights on. And we'll go ahead and throw our beacon on. Let's see, seat belts, we're going to turn them on, or no smoking sign, and the seat belts will turn to auto. Okay, and we'll go ahead and arm that. Alright, with that being said, let's look at our dispatch here, and we will Alright, okay, let's go ahead and take care of okay, so let's set up our FMC. Start aligning the ILS. We'll send the flight plan to the FMC, and that should fill that in for us, which it did. Alternate is KRNO. So KRNO. Okay, so that's in. Our flight number is ADX01. And our cruise level is going to be, we're going to go with 320. Okay, and our cost is going to be 80. Okay, so that's set. We're looking good. We're not going to be doing any step climbing, so we don't need levels here. Next page. And our block fuel is 642. Okay, and let's look at this. Alright, let's try this. I had problems with this. Okay, out of range, okay. That's what happened yesterday. Alright, let's put in the, okay, 33.7. Still out of range. Okay, so let's 33.7 out of range. Alright. Had problems with this yesterday. Contingency fuel, taxi fuel 64.2, en route fuel 43.7. Just trying this. There you go. Okay, yeah, it worked. Our ZFW out of range. That's all looking good. Doggone it. Takeoff center of, alright, let's see. Okay, so anyway, dispatch, payload set, see what it says. Here we go. ZFW, ground weight 402, load 20%, 64,000. Okay. Performance. Let's look at the runways. Whoops. 17 charge. Slope is 0. 13,000 foot runway. Get weather information. Okay. 11 degrees Celsius. Pressure is 3011. Okay, and our takeoff weight, approximate takeoff weight, 400,000 pounds. Okay. Anti-ice, no. We're going to use specific flaps. PAX is on. Let's see what it says. Okay. Changes it a little bit. Alright, let's calculate. There we go. 128, 131, or 150, 59 centigrade. Okay. So with that, let's see. Yeah, I just needed to finish those calculations. That's why it wouldn't give it to me. Alright. Page 3. Heading set and the fuel dipstick if we wanted to check the wings. Okay, so that takes care of it. Let's go here. Our flex. Is 59. Okay. Okay, PAX is on. Flaps 15. Okay, slope is, and the wind is and let's see, 59 C. Okay, and the slope is 0.6. The wind 14. Okay. Okay, so doggone it, why are you changing? Okay, so temperature is 11. Okay. Windows 14. Let's see. Okay, so that's that. Check configs. Alright, so now 128, 131, and 150. Okay, 131 and 150. Okay, so that's all set. So that looks good. Alright, let's go back to Flightplan. SID, okay, 17C. Okay, so 17C, we're going to be using Harper 3. So we got 17C. Click down until we find Harper 3. There you go. And with that, Harper 3, and that will take us, see, transition should be holes. Okay, so evidently it's okay. Alright, so let's look at that. And we get clear this discontinuity. Okay, and then look at whoops, I hit the wrong button. 17 Charlie. Page 2. Okay, and there's the discontinuity. So we're going to be flying to Noise, and then after that, we're going to be flying the Archie transition. Let's click here. Star. And we're going to be landing on 28 right. And let's look for Archie is our transition. Wait a minute. Okay. Always 3. Oh, my arrival. Okay. Diamond 5. It's right there. Okay. ILS 28 right, Diamond, Inouye, and Archie. That looks good. Thank you. Alright, so then clear, discontinuity. Now we're going to look through, at this point, we look at our speeds, altitudes, and this is saying Inouye so let's look at charts. KSFO star that's RNAV. Let's see, Diamond 5. All right. That's from Inouye, okay. Then we get Diamond 5. Flight level at 270. Maximum speed 290. That's Archie. Okay, let's look here. Okay, so it looks like we are missing this whole section. So what we're gonna do, alright, we'll press this. Diamond 5. Okay. And then Archie. And then insert. There we go. 290, okay. So you notice this is at 32,000. This is 270, and this is back up to 32,000. Now I've got to get rid of that. So what we want to do is see if I can do this. 245. Well, let's go. Uh, 270. Let's go. Minus. Not allowed. Let's try this. Okay, that didn't work. So that won't change. 27,000. Top of descent. That won't allow it. Okay. think we are good to go. There's hulls. Okay. Alright, so let's get this ready. MD11. So let's change. Well, that stupid bar. All right. Okay, so that is set. Okay, so that's all set. 250. $10,000. Okay, I am still learning a lot about this airplane. Alright, so let's get our Beyond ATC and see what we can do. Okay, so while it loads, okay, and services, we're all set there. Let's go ahead and okay, check on this. Okay, we got comms ready. Okay, so let's start the APU. Looks like the line is complete. Let's just take a look. She's a pretty girl. Okay. Alrighty. Let's disconnect the ground power. Remove the chocks. So we're ready for pushback and engine start. Yeah, parking brake is off. Okay. Alright, so let's set our center of gravity, our stabilizer settings. Come on. Okay. That looks good. Let's see what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. Okay, so while we get pushed back, the reason I'm doing this manually is because when I tried this a couple days ago, it got squirrely. It was all taking this airplane everywhere except where it was supposed to go. So let's see if we can get her out here. Normally during pushback, if I had pre-planned this and let it do everything, I could be starting up the engines right now, but alright. Let's go ahead and stop the pushback. And at this time, since we're not loading or unloading, we can put on the parking brake. Okay, with that, alright, so APU is on. Let's get the engine started. And we will start with 3. Okay. And introduce fuel. Okay. And now start number 1. That's interesting. Okay, and number 2. Okay. Right. Okay, engines are running. So I want to look at a chart real quick. KDFW. Right. I don't see. This is interesting. They may not use 17C anymore. Huh. That is very interesting. Okay, 17 Charlie. Okay, so "17 Charlie" should be right there. And that is. Okay. So we should be able to taxi right out here. But it doesn't look like they allow that. So what I may have to do is... That's interesting. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Dallas-Fort Worth ground A. Request taxi to runway 80X01 heavy.
Aircraft calling for taxi instruction. Say call sign.
Aircrane X01 heavy.
Aircrane X01 heavy. Runway 17 right taxi via November, Yankee. Hold short runway 17 center.
Okay, so they're going to make me take off from 17 right.
17 right taxi via November, Yankee. Hold short runway 17 center. Aircrane X01 heavy.
Okay. So this could get interesting. That means I got to... You need to move. Because I need to turn all the way around. Okay. That's the way they want to be about it. We're going to do this very short, very slowly. Okay, while we do this, alright, so okay. Okay, so okay, so got our dial-in flaps ready to go. Alright, so now everything's looking free and clear as it should. Alrighty, so here we go. And we'll hold here short of 17 Charlie, because they're going to make me take off from 17 right. Okay. Okay. Dallas-Fort Worth ground. Aircrane ADX-01 here, heavy, holding short, runway 17 Charlie.
Aircrane AX-01 Heavy, cross runway 17 center at Alpha 1. Continue taxi via Yankee. Hold short runway 17 right.
Cross runway 17 center at Alpha 1. Continue taxi via Yankee. Hold short runway 17 right. Aircrane X-01 Heavy.
Now this doesn't make sense now. I'm using Beyond ATC, and this should make me, because I'm a heavy aircraft, I need a lot of runway. Of course, I've got plenty of runway, so they may be just going to have me take off from here. But I would have thought they would have had me turn right and go all the way up to the end of the runway. Dallas-Fort Worth ground. Aircrane ADX-01 Heavy waiting to cross runway 17 right.
Aircrane AX-01 Heavy, cross runway 17 right at Alpha 3. Continue taxi via Yankee, Kilo, Echo Foxtrot.
That is strange. They're going to make me cross it.
Cross runway 17 right at Alpha 3. Continue taxi via Yankee, Kilo, Echo Foxtrot, Aircrane X-01 Heavy.
Okay.
Aircrane AX-01 Heavy, Contact DFW Tower 124.15, see you.
Over to Tower 124.15, Air Crane X01 Heavy. See you.
And let's go ahead and get our flaps in position. 15. Dallas Fort Worth Tower, Air Crane ADX01 Heavy, request departure.
Air Crane X01 Heavy, TFDi Tower, wind 185 at 17, Arniv to park, runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff. Runway 17 right, Arniv to park, cleared for takeoff, Air Crane X01 Heavy.
Okay, so let's hold right here. Now, see if I can remember how to do this. Okay, so we are at 17 right. Okay. Spool the engines up, make sure they're all flying right. There they go.
Be advised, information Sierra now current. Altimeter tree 00 tree. 304, Air Crane X01 Heavy. Air Crane X01 Heavy. Contact Lone Star departure 118.55. Contact Lone Star departure 118.55. Air Crane X01 Heavy. Lone Star departure. Air Crane X01 Heavy. Good day. 3,900 feet. Air Crane X01 Heavy. Lone Star departure. Radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 190. Climb and maintain flight level 190. Air Crane X01 Heavy.
Okay. Let's get up to our okay. Very good. All right, so we are okay, so we are above 10,000. Appears everything is working. So, we are on our way. Yeah, it's normal. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, I forgot to put on. We can turn these off. Turn the logo off. And I forgot to turn the. Everything's looking good up here. All right. So, with that, we'll see you when we get closer to our approach. Enjoy!
Fort Worth Center, Air Crane X01 Heavy. Good day. Through flight level 319 for flight level 400 direct hover.
Air Crane X01 Heavy, Fort Worth Center. Air Crane X01 Heavy, contact Fort Worth Center 1
Alrighty, so let's take a look, because everything's running quite well. I'll show you. Everything's done here. This all looks good. Alright. So, let's look at arrival charts. Okay. Approach. And our approach is going to be 28 right. Oh, haha. Here we go. Now we're on the right airport. Okay. Star, okay. Left, 28 right, ILS or local, okay. So let's take a look here. $3,000 at CPN, okay. Okay, so that looks, oh. And Dumba, we should be at 3,000. Okay. Alright, let's look at our stars, which is going to be Diamond 5. Okay. In from India, okay. Flight level 270 when we get here, and then we're going to drop down 10,000 at seeds. Okay. So we have arrived at Hulls. So everything is looking just as it's supposed to. I'm very happy. Okay. Let's get on with it. Beautiful weather today. Can't complain. So we'll catch up with you soon. Okay, and we are presently flying over Albuquerque, New Mexico. So we are moving right along. Next waypoint is Espan, and it's about 50 miles away. And presently our ground speed is 431. Indicated is 267. No, I'm sorry, 287. Gotta make sure I get that right. We'll check in soon. Okay, well, we've only got 296 miles left to go. And everything's looking good. Come up to our next waypoint at Cats, and then after Cats we've got Rumps. Some odd names, but everything's looking good. Our ground speed is about 385, so we've got less than an hour to get to the airport and land. So as soon as we make this turn, we'll be getting a little bit closer. And everything looks good. And we will start our turn here. So we should be turning about to 247. Okay, we're at 250. And I think that's where they're going to hold her. Nope. Alright, well, you see, we'll come back when we get ready for descent. Alright, so we've started our descent into San Francisco. We're going to be landing on runway 28 right, and so we'll see how things go. Okay, so once we hit Diamond, we should automatically start losing altitude. I have tried to change this line here and it won't let me do it. So we'll see how everything goes after that. So the galley crew is getting everything put away, and Get the seat belts on. All right. So we've got about 22 miles before we get to Diamond, and then we'll see if the autopilot takes over on our descent and so on. See if it
Crane AX-01 Heavy. Contact Oakland Center 2685. Take care.
and good day to you too, sir.
Center on 2685. Air Crane X-01 Heavy. Oakland Center, Air Crane X-01 Heavy. Good day. Descending via Diamond 5. Flight level 317.
Air Crane AX-01 Heavy. Oakland Center. Copy.
$110 miles to go. Bit of a cloudy day over the mountains. Okay, so here we go. Okay, should start anytime, and it doesn't look like it's going to. Wait a minute, here we go. All right, so it did catch it. So we have started our descent. Okay. Okay. So let's see how things go.
Crane at 01 Heavy. Contact Oakland Center 127.45.
Center on 127.45. Air Crane X01 Heavy. Oakland Center. Air Crane X01 Heavy. Descending via Diamond 5. Flight level 183.
Air Crane X01 Heavy. Oakland Center.
Contact NorCal approach, Air Crane X-01 Heavy. NorCal approach, Air Crane X-01 Heavy. 16,400 feet, we have Oscar.
Air Crane X-01 Heavy NorCal approach. Good day. Altimeter 3016, expect the ILS runway 28 right via Archie.
Altimeter 3016, expect the ILS runway 28 right via Archie. Air Crane X-01 Heavy. Cleared direct Archie. Cross Archie at or above 7,000. Cleared ILS runway 28 right. Air crane X01 heavy. Tower 120.5, Air Crane X01 Heavy. San Francisco Tower, Air Crane X01 Heavy, ILS runway 28 right.
1 heavy, San Francisco Tower. Wind 055 at 3. Runway 28 right cleared to land.
Runway 28 right cleared to land. Air crane X01 heavy.
Air crane X01 heavy. Exit left at Kilo.
Exit left at Kilo. Air crane X01 heavy.
Air crane X01 heavy. Contact ground 121.8.
Ground 121.8. Air crane X01 heavy.
we had low fuel when we got here, so we had that just about planned out perfectly. Let's turn those off. And everything. Okay. So, with that, pretty good end of flight. We like it. All right, well, the flight went well. I don't have any real complaints. Have to do a little bit more work on learning this aircraft. It's fairly easy to fly, but you know, getting all the bindings set up properly, that takes a little bit of work, as it does in just about every aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, for me personally, I don't like their system. I prefer the one that I have in X-Plane 12 much better because it's just simple. But with that, the flight went real well. We made a little bit of coin for FSAirlines, and that's always a good thing. We didn't have a hard landing. We landed pretty good. We had about minus 225 feet per minute on the touchdown, so that's always acceptable for me on these big, heavy aircraft. So with that being said, if you have any thoughts, any type of aircraft you'd like to see in these videos, especially if you enjoy them, just make comments down below. Click that like button. Leave me your thoughts, and I always enjoy comments from people, good, bad, or indifferent, because it's always a learning process for me. So until next time, this is BugEater64, and as always, remember, do as I say, not as I do. And remember, safe flying.